Fala pessoal, beleza? Aqui é o Saturno e eu tô trazendo mais uma gameplay de Dragon Age Inquisition, dando continuidade da parte que parei da gameplay anterior. Hoje eu vou seguir o caminho dos magos, né? Igual eu tinha prometido. E então é isso aí. Dá o like, se inscreva no canal para dar aquela ajudada e bora pra gameplay. Vamos esperar surgir aqui um bicho, né?
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. First enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful.
A Vivienne
Are
sendo a
you sleeping
Vivienne,
well?
velho.
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux.
Você lembra
since before the
que
conclave.
na parte que eu fui conversar, né, com Templários, na parte inicial, é, ela tinha ido lá, né, supostamente a Fiona tinha ido conversar com a gente lá. Ela não é mais a líder dos magos, né, e pelo jeito é treta, né. Alguém tá tentando enganar a Inquisitora aqui pra fazer algum tipo de golpe contra ela, né.
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
As one indenture to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
An alliance with Tevinter is a terrible mistake.
All hope of peace died with Justinia. This bargain with Tevinter would not have been my first choice, but we had no choice. We are losing this war. I needed to save as many of my people as I could.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
If you're leading the mages now, then let's talk. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
It is always a pleasure to meet a reasonable woman. Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
Does that mean you'll lend your mages to our cause?
There will have to be. Felix.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my lady.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
come to the Chantry, you are in danger.
Wow, aren't we secrety?
There's no telling who or what will be waiting for us in that Chantry.
Come on, let's do something.
6 horas e meia depois.
Pessoal, eu deixei pra continuar a gameplay no outro dia porque tava muito frio. Eu tava morrendo de frio, na verdade. Tava 3 graus aqui na minha cidade, então tava bem difícil de gravar gameplay. Então, bora continuar, né? E tá. Deixa eu ver aqui na frente primeiro, porque eu acho que tem uma agente pra me contratar.
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit. You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
What kind of cut are you getting from the growth? What kind of protection are your suppliers offering? The Inquisition could use someone who could move goods around quietly. And we could protect you.
Are you serious? The high and mighty Inquisition needs smugglers. All right, I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Quanto mais a gente conseguir aqui, é melhor, né? Tanto pra Inquisição quanto pra você. Igual essa gente de contrabando, ela pode conseguir item pra gente. Tem outros que vai conseguir mais plano, aí varia bastante. Por isso que é bom você conseguir cada vez mais. Um bugzinho, né? Esse é mais um personagem que vai pra Inquisição também.
You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Eu gosto bastante dele, ele é um mago bem forte. Cara, eu acho que vai ficar faltando item pra ele. Cadê? Tá faltando um. Tá ali, ó. Acabou. Eles já deram conta já.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
The Winter vai ser a próxima temática da próximo jogo do Dragon Age, né? É uma terra bem interessante, onde a maioria da população de lá é maga, né? Na verdade, boa parte dos nobres de lá são magos.
Alexius was my mentor, meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger.
Vai ser bem massa, tô esperando muito por esse game.
Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it. Ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys?
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough.
Olha o filho dele aí, tá
Is he being
doente.
suspicious?
No.
Ele é o
but I shouldn't
motivo
have
pro
played
pai
the
dele
honest
querer
card.
essa
I thought he'd be
magia de
fussing
voltar
over me
no
all
tempo.
day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Cara, é uma pena, porque os dois são bastante amigos, cara. Pessoal, eu voltei aqui pra mesa de guerra, porque é aqui que a gente vai direto pra missão, né? Essa daqui é dos Templários, né? Defensores dos Justos. E sussurros abafados são dos magos. Então, vamos pra história, né?
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
We can't waste time fighting among ourselves. We have to come to an agreement.
A Tevinter Magister controls Redcliffe, invites us to the castle to talk, and some of us want to do nothing.
Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die, and we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages, and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
Has outplayed us.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Where is the Earl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunnerim to petition the crown for help. I doubt he'll want our assistance once the Ferelden army lays siege to his castle.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
While they're focused on Llewellyn, we break the Magister's defenses. It could work, but it's a huge risk.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
Ele parece não ser confiável, mas ele é bem confiável. Eu sei porque ele ficou na minha party no jogo anterior. Aqui então vou excluir a Sarah, né? Vai ser 3 magos. E um tanque. E é só as missões dos magos mesmo. Na verdade, eu tava pensando em fazer aqui no game é jogar com uma equipe full mago, só pra testar, cara. Eu sempre tive essa dúvida se daria certo ou não jogar com uma equipe full mage. É claro que algumas partes eu vou ter que mudar alguém da party, porque tem coisas que só pega com guerreiro e só com latino. Mas pra jogar, pra upar e fazer as missões, assim, eu acho que deve dar muito certo. Eu vou testar essa build, né, de equipe, pra ver se dá certo. Quando eu terminar a primeira parte da história, eu vou tentar essa prática.
If my friends can't enter, then I won't go in either.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Don't bother. I know that you invited me here to kill me.
If you believe that, I marvel that you chose to come anyway.
She knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
Your son is concerned that you're involved in something terrible.
So speaks the thief. Do you think you can turn my son against me? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
If you know so much, enlighten me. Tell me what this mark on my hand is for.
It belongs to your betters. You wouldn't even begin to understand its purpose.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliche everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
What's better than turning back time?
He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised. If I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this
O cara tá
woman's life.
disposto a acabar com o mundo pra salvar o filho dele, velho.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
Não precisa falar nada, né, que vai dar merda.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Acho que não dá pra upar aqui. O Dorian. Pera aí. Dá sim. Com ele eu vou fazer a mesma. Não! Agora entrei em combate, não dá. Ixi. Opa!
Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? To the closest confluence of arcane energy.
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
Moved us through time? Can that even be done?
Normally, I would say no. Obviously, Alexius has taken his research to exciting new heights. We've seen his temporal rifts before. This time, we simply passed through one. Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
And what happens if we can't get back?
Then we get comfortable in our new present.
Para fazer certo aqui. Faz. Não. Quero que faça magia de fogo também pra ele. Que vai ser útil, mano. Porque comba muito bem com a de raio aqui. Ah, é verdade, eu tenho que pegar com o dele aqui. Tá. Agora você tem que achar o outro pessoal do grupo aqui.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
Ah, eu não equipei os equipamentos pro Dorian. Tá sem equipamento, coitado. Aqui. Ah, tem um fúria de lobbies aqui. Vou pegar o cajado tecelão, é melhor. Armadura de mar. Batalha, né? Não é tão forte, igual as que eu craftei, mas... Vamos coletar esses itens aqui. Pra conseguir gold é bom. nada aqui. Deixa eu passar, Dorian. Oh, meu Deus. Você vai ficar me fechando aí mesmo? O pessoal tá todo louco já. Pera. Vocês são Zé Lotinho também? Igual a mim? Vou matar ele aqui. Ué, o Dorian usou o bagulho tudo errado lá, mano. Ainda bem que ele tá chamando atenção. Tomara que seja o touro aqui, eu não lembro. Virei. É, ele aqui, ó.
One down, pass it around. You're not dead. You're supposed to be dead. There was a burn on the ground and everything.
Alexius didn't kill us. His spell sent us through time. This is our future.
Well, it's my present, and in my past, I definitely saw you both die.
We're going to fight Alexius and see about fixing all this. You coming?
Why? You want to see what other tricks he's learned?
If we find him, we might be able to get back to our own time and stop all this before it happens. Exciting, yes?
Alexius isn't the one you need to worry about. It's his Elder One. He killed the Empress of Orlais and used the confusion to launch an invasion of the South. The army was all demons. You ever fought a demon army? I don't recommend it.
Well.
Essa resposta da inquisitora, velho. Eu não tinha dado essa resposta antes, mano. Ai, tipo, deu merda, ok. Caraca, velho. Isso é muito errado, mano.
Who's there?
Ah, Vivienne aqui já. É ela mesmo.
What is this supposed to be? A pretend rescue to gain my trust? You think I'd fall for that?
It's no trick, Vivienne. It's me. I'm here to help you.
You were obliterated. I was there. You can drop this pathetic ruse.
No trick, I'm afraid. Alexius accidentally sent us through time.
Sem querer querendo, né?
He sent you to this time? Was that meant to be a fate worse than death?
What happened? You don't look well.
Red lyrium, darling. It's killing me.
Olha o problema do lírio vermelho que eu falava pra vocês antes.
Anywhere is better than this place. Head to the throne room, my dear.
É um minério vivo e maligno, né? Agora eu não sei se ele é tocado pelo véu ou não. Mas... é um lírio corrompido, né? Não dá pra abrir. Ah, tá.
You're alive. I saw you.
Olha que tadinha, cara.
Is that red lyrium growing from your body? How?
The longer you're near it, eventually,
É isso que o lírio vermelho faz, mano.
then they mine
Com
your
suas
corpse.
vítimas. Ele vai consumindo as pessoas
Can you
aos
tell us the
poucos.
date? It's very important.
Quando isso não acontece, transforma em aberração, né? É bem parecido com os poros do The Last of Us,
Then
né?
we've missed an entire year.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
Rapaz.
I promise I will do everything in my power to set things right.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Eliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly. Before the Elder One learns you're here.
Agora é salvar a Liliana. É uma pena que a Liliana não é um personagem jogável, cara. Que ela é muito foda, cara. Vocês vão entender o porquê.
Why is it coming out of the walls?
Opa! Tanca, touro. Tanca, touro. Tô conseguindo ir pra trás. Caraca, mano. Tu não larga do meu pé, velho. Tomar cuidado pra não cair lá embaixo.
We shouldn't keep Alexius waiting, my dears. It's dreadfully rude.
Nice to be doing anything at all. I'm enjoying it while it lasts.
Vou coletar aqui, né? Tem que salvar ela, mas vamos coletar antes. O negócio tem que... Ah, tá. Tá aqui. Já tem os... Primeiro. Texto. Quem quiser ler, é só pausar aí o vídeo, tá? Esse vídeo vai ficar mais longo do que eu previ. Então deixa o like, viu, pessoal? Se inscreva no canal também pra dar aquela ajudada, porque me dá uma baita força.